Greetings from Bermuda, this is BDA Lammy and welcome to Insurmountable, a roguelike adventure game about climbing mountains. It is currently free on the Epic Games Store until the 21st of April. It is also currently on discount on Steam for 50% off. So if you are interested in trying it out, now is a good time to pick it up. Anyway, this is my first time playing it. Let's jump in, see what it's like. Let's start with normal difficulty. Alright, that is where we are heading. All the way up there. So this is a game that was originally released last year, I think, 2021. But they have just released a 2.0 update today, this week, which has changed the game quite a bit, I believe. So, yeah. Let's see what there is. So, movement. In order to successfully complete a mountain, you have to navigate your character along tiles to the marked goal. Time will not pass and your stats will not change until your character moves. Left-click a tile to add a checkpoint where the character should move. Add more checkpoints by clicking on other tiles. Click on the final checkpoint again to start moving. Right-click to stop the character or remove the final checkpoints. Alternatively, you can press the move button to move or stop your character. You can also use the speed button to go faster. Does not impact your stats in the game. Okay. Okay, your adventure begins. You cast your gaze over the enormous mountain landscape. You have traveled across the globe seeking out adventure. This island is like nothing you have ever seen before. As far as you can tell, it is largely unexplored. The only information you could find were a few rumors about an unknown occupying force. On the way here, you stumbled across abandoned property and lost places. You wonder what happened here, what secrets the island is keeping. Then you shake your head. It might be nice to have some answers, but your goal is clear. Reach the summit. That is why you are here. That is what drives you. Okay, so I can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Okay, middle mouse button, move the mouse to rotate and look around. And we have 4 stats here that we're going to have to manage as we go up the mountain. So sanity increases slowly but steadily as the result of the mental stress that comes with the climb. Body temperature, typically reduced at night and in cold weather. Energy, used when climbing. Steep passages cost more energy. Oxygen is used in the death zone high up on the mountain. And health, when your health hits 0, your journey is over. Current altitude over here, death zone starts at 6,000 meters. That's where we start needing oxygen. Currently weather clear, normal weather. The weather tomorrow will be cold. The weather changes every day and can influence the gameplay. Time of day, 7 AM. Sunrise at 7. Night at sunset at 1900. Okay. So a lot of the game is, what I really want to do is be able to hold right click and move, but I guess that's bound to another thing. Okay, so a lot of the game is going to be moving from, well, it's finding the best way up. So if we click, I think, right at the top, this shows us what is, strictly speaking, the fastest way up the mountain to the summit. But if we just try and get there, we're going to die. So this actually shows us what would happen to all of our stats if we just follow this route up the mountain. We'll run out of energy. So a lot of what we're doing is going to be stopping at these various events along the way to try and get better gear and find good places to rest for the night. And that will make the climb easier. So let's start by going to this one. And we will speed it up so we walk faster. Camera control, okay. Hold the V key and move the mouse to look around. Move the mouse while holding the middle mouse button to rotate the camera. Okay, so I can do it with V as well. That might be easier. Ooh, oh, okay, now that is... that is slightly different. Opposed to... What is the difference? Slight difference. Okay, let's cancel that point. We don't want to go all the way up there. Let's go here. Unexpected meeting. A gust of wind catches you, and you almost fall into a deep fissure. You flail wildly with your arms, trying to keep your balance. Suddenly, someone grabs your wrist and pulls you back from the edge. That was close. Just a second later, and you would have fallen to your death. You sternly tell yourself that you really have to pay more attention. No need to press your luck when there is danger at every turn. Your knees still weak, you take a look at your rescuer. She's a young woman in a threadbare anorak. There is a green stone fastened around her neck with a leather strap. Fascinated, you stare at the hand-covered carved charm. Its soft glow is almost hypnotizing. The stranger coughs, and without saying a word, holds out some provisions for you to take. You want to give us something in return, so you search through your pack. You finally find something and look up, but the strange woman is gone. A bizarre meeting. Can't help but be grateful for her help. Okay, so we get an oxygen bottle, which will be useful later. So inventory and items. You can access your inventory by pressing the button on the screen. The top, presumably. Or using the corresponding hotkey. You can only access your inventory when your character is standing still. Certain items are consumed when they're used. Other items can be equipped to your character and remain active when equipped. Right-click items with the mouse to use them. Click and hold the left mouse button to drag and drop. When you find an item, you have to put it into your inventory or you will lose it when you close your inventory. Some items can be used multiple times as indicated by the usage bar on the item. An item cannot currently be used, it's displayed in a darker colour. You can view more information about an item by hovering your mouse over the item. Okay, so this is what we have just got. Oxygen bottle. So drag that into our backpack. We also have canned food, which will restore some energy. Hot tea, which will restore some body temperature. Climbing rope reduces the energy cost of climbing for a limited time. 3 hours of in-game time. And minus 40% energy cost on all terrain. And a tent that allows us to rest in the tent. So resting is how we're going to replenish our stats. Primarily energy and body temperature, I think. And we can do it by just sleeping on the mountain, not in a tent, but that is less good than sleeping in a tent. So, okay, so which way do we want to go? Well, there's a couple items there, there's another item there. We'll be involved in getting there. We're not too far away from that. So, why don't we go there and grab that? Injured Mountaineer. A tent hastily erected against the side of a rock wall catches your attention. As you get closer, you discover a sleeping Mountaineer. His clothes are torn in places, and you can tell by his face that he's in bad shape. Can't say how long he has left to live, or whether he will make it. Look through his provisions, lose 3.7 sanity, takes 1 hour 49 minutes. Reward unclear. Try to help him, which takes a lot of energy. Try to treat his injuries, which requires bandages, presumably, that I don't have. Or ignore him. Let's try to help him. You roll the stranger into the recovery position and speak to him in a soothing voice. He opens his eyes and looks at you bewildered. His strength appears to be coming back, so you help him sit up. He's very grateful and shares his provisions with you while assuring you that he will be alright from now on. That's good. So, gain sanity. And climbing gloves, minus 10% energy cost on all terrain. That's a pretty big deal, I think. And some XP, which is this green bar around our picture here. When we level, or when we max that out, we level up. And then we get skills that make our life easier. Okay, so it feels like that may have been a good thing to do. So let's equip those. So can we click on this to see? Okay, so these are all the active effects. The air on the route is fresh and clear, plus 0.5 oxygen per hour when moving. Warm nights. First ascent. Plus 0.5 sanity per hour when moving. And then climbing gloves. Basic values influenced by the selected difficulty. Okay. And friendly weather. Okay. Cool. Oh, I really want to right click to move. Can I change the binds? Bindings. Take camera. Will it let me do the right one, or is it gonna? It might do. No, it won't. Okay. Can we do like Z or something then? I've never liked using the middle mouse button. It always feels really awkward. This mouse is actually not too bad. Previous mouse was terrible. Okay, yeah, using the keys easier. Alright, so we need to get up there. Which way should we be going? Be going that way. So let's do that. Let's see whether we can get this. Sure. Okay, ruined station. At the foot of a slope, you stumble across the remains of a building. Did it belong to the occupying forces? Parts of it are completely buried under rock. There must have been a landslide. Between the rubble, you can see a few electronic devices and small metal containers. You could go down there and search for provisions. Search or continue? We're not in a rush, I don't think, so let's do a search. You walk carefully across the rubble, but not carefully enough. Something shifts under your feet and you fall, ramming your leg into a crevice. Quickly try to free yourself, but your movement triggers a mini landslide, sending rocks falling onto your leg with a stabbing, shooting pain. Oh dear. With a sharp jerk, you manage to free yourself. You examine your leg. Nothing appears to be broken. You're relieved. It could be much worse. You continue on your journey. So we got some XP. We have an injured leg for the next 16 hours. Which increases our energy cost on all terrain. That's kind of bad. But we did level up. So every time we level up, we get a choice of 3 skills. So take it slow, gain some energy, body temperature, and oxygen when waking up. Active until the end of the mission. Warm thoughts, whenever you use a consumable item, you get some body temperature, but that is active until the end of the mission as well. Okay. Fast movement, reduce time cost when moving. But a limited time effect, so only active for the next 24 hours. I think that feels like it would be good. Yes. Okay, our energy is starting to get low. We would like to find a cave. Is there a cave anywhere around here? Don't see one. Do not see one. Okay, I think these things indicate potentially dangerous terrain. That is using a lot of energy. Sure I have much choice. Wait, hang on. We've got a climbing rope. Maybe we should use that. We've got 3 uses of it. Minus 40% energy cost on all terrain, and that will offset the problem from our injured leg. Plus 30, minus 40, yeah. So, how do we use it? Right click to use it. I believe when you run out of energy, you're not immediately dead or anything. It just increases the risk of having bad events. Okay, this over here is a cave, so we would like to go there for sure. But while we can, with our climbing rope, let's go up there. See what that thing is. Kind of got sparkles around it. I don't know what that means. The wishing tree. As you approach a skeletal tree, you discover countless red ribbons with golden lettering tied to its spindly branches. Unfortunately, you can't decipher the writing. You don't know why, but for some reason you find this spot very moving. You make a wish for health, which we don't need, or energy. Yes, let's take energy. Oh, I've now got more energy than I need. Shoot, now I wish I hadn't used that rope. Although, even getting down there is using a fair chunk of energy. What if we go here first, and then there? That seems like it might be a good idea. Go. No, it's night. Terrain types. There are 3 different types of terrain: rock, snow, and ice. Each type consists of a basic standard terrain and additional terrain subtypes. The cost of moving on any type of terrain depends on your character's equipment and skills. Terrain subtypes can involve additional costs or may trigger dangerous events. So, rock. This standard terrain, no special properties. Rubble can trigger dangerous events. There's a warning sign on it. Then grass, no special properties. Snow, no special properties. Snow drifts can trigger dangerous events. Deep snow requires higher energy. Okay, that's the blue symbol. Ice, standard terrain, no special properties. Glacier can trigger dangerous events. And ice labyrinth requires higher time and body temperature cost. Okay, so the blue triangle is going to be a higher cost of something. Yellow, risk of dangerous events. Okay. Wild herbs. On a rocky ledge a few feet below you, you spot a tree stump with wild herbs growing on it. Climb down to gather the herbs, continue on my journey. Can we get this and get to the cave? I guess we can. Go. It seems as though the herbs are thriving in this climate. We're able to collect 2 big handfuls. Nice. I'm gonna struggle to get there. Can we get there a different way, actually? I don't think so. It's fine. I think it's fine. Cave. You enter a cave. After just a few steps, you feel an icy wind on your face. It seems to be coming from inside the cave. I think we don't follow the wind. I think we lie down and sleep while we can, because our energy is super low. So either sleep briefly, restore 37 energy, or body temperature, spend 6 hours, or sleep long, 59 energy, 10 hours. Yeah. And we don't need a tent because we're in a cave. I think this makes sense. Sleep through the night, then we won't be losing body temperature. And it's also easy to see during the day. So, go. Alright. Now kind of down in a little valley. What is the fastest way there? really have to go. Whoa. What is this? What happened? Kind of zoomed in on myself. Weird. Something bad had happened. Okay, we can go that way. Having to go up and then down is a little bit annoying. Through a risky area. Well, yeah, let's go here. Weather. The weather can change every morning. You can see the current weather and the forecast for the next day at the lower left of the screen. 3 different types. Clear weather. No negative effects. Cold weather. Negative impact on body temperature, especially at night. But we can equip warm clothing to mitigate if we have any. And stormy weather. Negative impact on your energy and time and reduces your visual range. Okay. Cold today, storm tomorrow. Oh, good. Can we get this? You can. Where do we get here? Oh wow, we have to go right around there. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got to go this way. Mysterious discovery. You're trudging across a snow-covered plain when your boot catches on something stretching lengthwise along the ground. You're stunned to discover a thick black cable. Why is it here and where does it lead? We can afford to lose a bit of body temperature. I don't really want to lose any energy. Yeah, let's follow it. The cable leads you to the edge of a small canyon. You can see that it runs down the sheer canyon slope, ultimately disappearing into a pile of rubble at the bottom. It seems clear that there was an avalanche here. Is it worth climbing down to take a look? Sure. Boulders, some the size of wagon wheels, crash down on the floor of the canyon as you grope your way from ledge to ledge. Finally, you feel solid ground under your feet again. Immediately inspect the pile of rubble. Through a crack, you see a cavern. This rubble might be blocking the entrance to something. Maybe it was a hideout for the occupiers. Try to gain access, lose more body temperature, take more time, get some XP. Search the top layer. Less time, less body temperature, more XP. Yeah, I want to see the hideout. Let's see what's here. Let's go. You heave boulder after boulder away from the crack until it's wide enough for you to squeeze yourself through it. It's pitch black inside the cavern and the air is stale, but the carefully stacked crates you discover are proof that this was indeed an encampment set up by the occupiers. Breathing heavily, you hastily rummage through the crates, where you find provisions and equipment. The little excursion has certainly paid off. Okay, so we get another oxygen canister. And a warm cap. And some XP. Right. Let's wear the cap. Take the O2. And we can level up. Okay, fast movement for 24 hours, reduced time cost when moving. Mindfulness, when you reach a point of interest, gains sanity. Preserve energy, reduced energy cost when moving and climbing for the next 24 hours. I guess I'm still gonna do a bit of exploring today, and my energy is low, so maybe that is a good one to take. On the other hand, I don't think I have any way of covering sanity. Where's my equipment? Take preserve energy. The skills. Okay, the beginning. Reach from summit and make history. Wild mountain peaks tower into the heavens. For many years, the island was cut off from the outside world, but now the time has come to explore the mountain range and fill in the blank spots on the map. Okay, so rewards. If I beat this, 1,000 character proficiency, 1,000 item proficiency. Okay. But where is my inventory? Oh, here. Okay. What do these do? Oh, that gains us sanity. Oh, but we lose health? Really? Wow, okay. Guess it doesn't taste good. Cave. We should keep an eye out for a cave. Sounds like a landslide. It probably was a landslide. Be just an atmospheric effect. Whoa. Yeah, if I do this wrong, it kind of zooms in on me. No, don't zoom in on me. Why are you zoomed in? Zoom out. Oh, it's because I'm in a funny place. Yeah, I feel like it's... I get stuck and get trapped by the rocks. Oh, actually, this is quite hard. There we go. Oh, that's just right. Just looks around. Can't actually... Okay, well, I think we needed to go this way. We'll go that way to get to there. It's taking up a lot of energy, though. If we just go up here. Yeah, we're crossing 2 of those, which is kind of bad. So anyway, we can not go across there. I don't think so. That is the only way. We can't go up here. Yeah, we got no choice. Go there. I feel like we're kind of way off to the side of where we should be. Like this is a mountain we can't really get to. Whereas if we stayed... Ah, look, there's a cave. Which we could get to. Can we go there first and then there? No. Okay, well, we can make that. We'll get there just after nightfall, so that's kind of perfect. Assume it'll stop as soon as we hit this event as well. Yep, an old expedition. You reach a small plateau where the steep rock walls provide natural protection from the icy wind. Good place to take a break. A long extinguished fire suggests you're not the first to rest here. Take a break, continue my journey. I mean, we're about to rest, but might find something here. Other mountaineers have sat here before you to recover from their exertions. You wonder who they were, what they were doing here. In a gap between 2 rocks, you find some empty cans of beans. Their expiration date is listed as 50 years ago. Oh dear. Probably a group of mountaineers, judging by the number of cans. How strange. Take a look around and discover more provisions that will be useful as you continue your journey. Okay, more oxygen though, and XP. So, that is good. And then into the cave. Into the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There is a wide, deep fault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. I do not care. I am going to bed. Still dark. If we want to be heading in this direction. I think we should use another rope. Seems to be a lot of climbing going on here. So right click to use. Another cave over there. Shrine. A jingling fills the air around you, harmonious and melodious, followed by the sound of falling rain. You follow the sound to discover tubes of metal and wood tied together in a bare treetop, dancing and striking each other in the wind. You watch the wind chimes and lose yourself in the fleeting melodies. You regain sanity, 16.4. Health. Don't need it. Sanity. Okay, so that is fastest path, but it is also avoiding a bunch of stuff. Could go to this cave here and then up to that there. That's using a fair amount of energy. We don't need the cave to rest in, but we could explore. Usually the caves have, yeah, things you can explore. But I don't know, that seems like a lot of energy. What if we just go there? It's kind of better. Let's just do that. We're still getting some benefit from the climbing rope as well. And it's morning. Oh, it's storm day. Okay, rocky outcrop. You march along a mountain ridge, its steep slopes lined with gnarled trees defying the elements. You spot an oxygen bottle on a narrow and fragile looking ledge. You could pick up a branch and try and salvage the item. You know, I've kind of got 3 oxygen bottles already. I don't think I want to risk it. Okay, harder to see where we're going now, but we want to just keep cutting back across this way. There's another cave there. What if we go like there and then the cave? Gonna get to the cave at midday. Possibly not the best time. Well, let's at least go here first. I didn't even realize I was going through an event. An old expedition. There is something on the ground in front of you. You reach down to find a can of beans that expired 50 years ago, just like the ones you found in the gap between the rocks on the little plateau. Only this one is still closed. Does eating normally do for us? Gives us energy. Yeah, how bad can it be? Canned food keeps, right? They smell alright, despite the fact they are long past their expiration date. You take a spoonful and then another, your stomach starts to rumble. You decide to risk one more bite. You can already feel your guts cramping up. You ditch the can and continue on your journey. Well, we got some XP, we got some energy, and we lost 1.7 health. I think that was a good deal. Level up. Reduce penalty for sleeping without a tent. Preserve energy. Reduced energy cost when moving and climbing. Or preserve energy 2. Just active for the next 24 hours. Significantly increased experience gain for the next 48 hours. Well, this will let us get more skills. Reduced energy cost. It's always good. Let us go further. Take that. Camp. You discover an intact tent. There is nobody in sight, but the embers in the fire pit are still glowing. The camp is obviously being used by someone. It could contain valuable items. These 3 yeah, why not? Tent with an unusual symbol catches your eye. You plunder it and find valuable equipment. Heavy boots, minus 15% energy cost on stone. Okay. Alright. Which way do we want to go? Looks like we're so close to these that we may as well. We kind of got to backtrack a little bit. Not much though. Then we can do 2 events. And we'd have to come all the way back. Get to that one. Don't really want to do. Although, if that is the direction we kind of need to go in. But then there's 3 more events over there. Let's go check these 2 out. Looks like we're close. Uh-oh. Falling rocks. You are crawling up a slope on all 4s when you feel a trembling beneath you. A boulder the size of a wagon wheel is rolling straight towards you. Leap out of the way, use a lot of energy. Don't move, outcome is unknown. Probably get hit and lose a lot of health, I would imagine. That's fine, we can always rest in the cave. You fling yourself out of the way at the last second, but smash your shoulder against the solid ground in the process. You open your jacket and rub the injured spot as blood pours into your soft tissues, turning your skin black and blue. You're feeling that bruise for a long time yet. Yeah, basically the red events are always bad. Sprained ankle ends in 16 hours, plus 30% energy cost of all terrain. Okay. I think I am definitely going to be resting in this cave. It was not my original plan, but... Your breath is taken away. Towering in front of you on the slope are bizarrely shaped masses of ice and snow. Several tents not far away. Who set up camp here? Call out, but no one answers. Approach the camp, go to the first tent, check the slope. Continue. Approach the camp. Slowly approach the camp. The ice crunches beneath your boots. Every step could be your last. Close your eyes. Finally, you reach your goal. Camp has been abandoned with not a soul in sight. They surely left long ago. You rummage through the things that they left behind and find some equipment. At least your efforts weren't in vain. Okay, big sanity boost, XP. It takes time, but that's okay because we're going to sleep in the cave. And crampons. Minus 25% energy cost on ice. Okay. So I guess we may want to swap those out for boots at some point. I feel it's probably more stone than ice still. Cave. Yeah, I mean, energy's still pretty good, but I don't want to walk on this sprained ankle. So I'm going to lie down and sleep for a long time. Get through at least some of the night. Only 1.5 hours of injury left. God, it is really bad at night in a snowstorm though. Where is that? There. What is with the star sign? Okay, well that's actually pretty good. There's a bit of dodgy terrain there, but I'm not using too much energy, so... Dead Mountaineers. Lying on the ground are 2 dead Mountaineers. It looks like they haven't been there for long. Recognize the symbol on their clothing. It's the same one as on the tent that you plundered. Lose sanity, gain XP. Okay. Level up. Gain more energy, body temperature, and oxygen when waking up. Reduced energy cost in the death zone. Active until the end of the mission. Conserve strength. Reduced energy cost when moving, but increased time cost. Let's get that to make our life in the death zone easier. And continue. Stone switch. You come across the ruined foundations of a former dwelling. Herbs are growing in a recess. Just as you're about to gather them, a protruding stone catches your eye. Looks like it can be moved. Some kind of switch, perhaps. Gather the herbs. Flip the switch for 36 energy. What? Got 1 can of beans. Oh, surely it's got to be a good reward for 36 energy. We've got a tent, we can camp, let's do it. You push the switch, but it jams. You press harder until beads of sweat form on your forehead. Then there's a click and a clack, and a secret compartment opens up in the floor. Your heart leaps with joy. Inside there is valuable equipment. Climbing axe. Minus 10% energy cost when climbing. 2 to 6 height difference, and XP. Okay. That was a lot of energy. But it is day, and it is clear. I feel like we're going, this is going up like a really, like why is that? Is that just red because I will run out of energy when I get there, or is that red because that's a really dangerous climb to do? Also, there are very few events this way. Why do I always end up right on one side of the mountain or the other? We're going the happy path through the middle where there's more events. Yeah. Can we not go over terrain that costs more though? Okay, sure. Oh, this way is gonna push me. I'm gonna have to go all the way around here. Spiders! The branches of a nearby bush are completely covered in spider webs. As you take a closer look, you notice several spiders vanishing into a hole in the ground. You bend over to inspect the hole. It looks like there's something hidden in there. They're only spiders. Spiders don't bite. Spiders skitter over your hands, but they don't hurt you. Your fingertips brush something soft, a cloth bag. You pull it out and discover provisions inside. One more cup of tea. Running out of room there. Right. It's there. Then we go there. Surely there's got to be another cave somewhere. Or maybe we just use our tent. I see like a cave here. The thing is, it's still early in the day. We don't really want to be camping. We're using the time to get up the mountain. Claustrophobia. You discover an oxygen mask at the bottom of a very narrow and steep crevasse. You could squeeze into the crevasse and climb down and get it. The cost of a bunch of oxygen. Oh, we got 3 oxygen canisters. Do I have enough space in my inventory to put in keep the mask? Give it a go. You did it! You have the oxygen mask in your hands and you continue on your way. Okay. I do have space, just. Okay, continue. Shrine. Steps have been hewn into the stone, leading you to a pedestal of sorts. Some type of religious site or shrine, maybe? You're not a particularly spiritual person, but somehow this place feels holy. It might just be your imagination, but you pray to the shrine for... energy. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, there is a cave down there. What is involved in getting to it? Quite a lot. I mean, I could go around. I guess I would have to backtrack all the way around here. I need to go up that way. Which doesn't seem sensible. And can we get very zoomed in? Too zoomed in. Okay. And a cave there. What's that one? Okay. Trade. You find a fur pouch hanging from a branch of a skeleton of a tree. You stop. Looks as though someone has placed it there on purpose. As you open the pouch, you discover fur gloves inside. An offering? Something inside tells you that you should not only take, but give. What will you leave in its place? Well, we're going to be going to ice, so maybe I could leave my heavy boots. No. Can't. Canned food. Gloves. Increase body temperature gain while moving and searching. Although we already have a warm cap, do we really need gloves as well? I got that for body temperature, that for energy cost. Well, although we're going to want to swap the oxygen mask out when we get to higher altitudes, then the gloves would actually be good. Let's do it for an oxygen bottle. Still feel like we've got enough of them. Okay, what's involved in getting there? Versing too dodgy terrain. About then going there. Oh, we could conceivably do both and get there by nightfall, which would be perfect. Go on then. As long as something bad doesn't happen that causes us to lose energy. Cave. Okay, so we're not going to rest here. We are going to explore the fault, although that costs energy. Do it. You squint down and make out something lying on the bottom of the faults. From this distance, it looks like it might be a backpack or bag. Could there be valuable equipment down there? Let's go see. You sit on the edge and carefully lower yourself down. Dexterous as ever, you're able to climb from ledge to ledge until you once again feel the ground under your feet. Excited, you search the item, which is in fact an old backpack. Nothing. Nothing? Oh my god. We did get XP. And we can lie down and sleep here. And given that we've taken all this time, we should do that. What is the weather today? Okay, it's gonna be clear again, which is good. Okay, we leveled up. Reduced time cost when moving. Whenever you use a consumable item, gain some body temperature. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain sanity. Yeah, we better do that now. Our sanity is getting low. We do have some items we can use to restore it, but... yeah, okay, so we don't really need to go out of our way to get to that cave now. So we can go there instead. That is quite a big change. What does the star there mean? Maybe it's time to use all this last charge of this. Does that mean? Oh, does that mean that's when sunrise happens? Yeah, maybe. Actually, we wanted to go there. Lonely grave. In front of you, rocks and stones have been meticulously piled up to form a mound. The graves so far up here. Search for clues, reflect and pay tribute. That may restore some sanity. Let's reflect and pay tribute. If that poor soul was lost their life up here, they shouldn't be disturbed. After a brief stop, you move on. Okay, gain temperature, gain a tiny bit of sanity. Some XP. Okay, where do we go next? What are the different terrain types again? What is the ice? The ice does look kind of bluer. Okay, so I guess it is this, yeah. So at some point soon we are going to need to put on our crampons. Tomorrow is also clear weather. I like this. Can we get there first? No. Well, because we've got these, we definitely want to go up the ice. That's going to make our life easier. Maybe I don't go all the way to there. Maybe we go here. Just explore. It's going through a lot of risky terrain, but I don't really think there's another way through, so... hollow in the snow. Your boots crunch as you walk across a snowy plain. Suddenly the ground gives way beneath you. You sink up to your neck in snow and can hardly move. Only your arms are free. Pull yourself out. Dig yourself out. Dig. You scoop the snow aside with your bare hands, but new snow keeps sliding in its place. The cold in your fingers becomes unbearable until you eventually cannot feel anything anymore. You imagine it eating into your extremities, the tissue turning black and dying. You dig like mad until you have finally enough strength to move and heave your body over the edge. Okay, lost a lot of heat. It sucked. Cave. You enter an extensive network of caves. Towards the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it is a stranger, bundled up under a fur blanket. Let's wake him up. You approach the Mountaineer, but he doesn't react. You bend over and gently shake him. The stranger blinks at you in bleary disbelief and sits up. For a while, he begins to clear away his camp and pack up his belongings. Before he goes, he reaches into his pack and shares his provisions with you. You thank the stranger, but he pays you no heed. Okay, more beans. Beans are good. Once again in the entrance to the cave. It is almost nightfall. So why not? Okay, it is time for the crampons. Not quite time for the oxygen yet. Let's go this way. Oh, wow. Hardly using any energy at all. As you walk past a massive crevasse, you hear faint cries for help. Looking into its depths, you identify an unfortunate mountaineer at the bottom of the chasm. Climb down to save him, continue walking. Let's save him. Carefully you climb down the crevasse. After some time you reach the bottom. With great effort you save the mountaineer. His gratitude is beyond words. Whoa, that's a lot of energy. We did get our sanity back. Can we get up there another way? Go there, and there, and there, and there. We're going to be needing to sleep during the day, which is fine. Sit down on a rock to relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm, so warm the ice and snow around it has melted. Why didn't you notice that before? Close your eyes and regain. Oh no, why not energy? 97.3, 97.1. Warmth. I'm not sure how much further we're going to get. Although the crampons may help. We go there. Did we use less energy if we go up? We do. This is risking a bad event, but let's risk it. Those crampons feel really good, actually. Hey, Mom. How you doing? I'm doing alright, thanks. Yeah. Doing alright. What you been up to? Yeah, we might as well go that way. Nice. Limestone cave. Into an expansive cave, countless stalactites hang from its ceiling, some of which are longer than your arm. Water droplets trickle gently from the tips of the stalactites onto the rocks and into the pools below. The soothing tinkling sound they make as they land leaves you feeling calm and relaxed. The rock formations must be many thousands of years old, dating back to before the first traces of people on this island. Makes you happy to think that anything could endure for so long. You two are here to achieve something that will outlast you, something people will talk about for years to come. Okay, cool. Level up. Okay, choice. Under the stars. Reduce penalty for sleeping without a tent. Conserve strength. Reduce energy cost when moving, but increase the time cost. Or gain sanity whenever you reach point of interest for the next 48 hours. I don't think we're going to be sleeping without a tent. We still haven't used our tent at all. So I think we're good with that. Do I want to increase the time? Actually, no, this is good. Well, this is good right now. Because it will help us do more movement today with our limited energy. We got limited energy at the start of the day. But do I want this as an ongoing effect? I mean, increased time cost. So what's that going to impact? Is that going to mean we're going to be using more oxygen? I mean, presumably this is a good thing. Otherwise, it wouldn't be offered as a talent. My sanity is fine. Yeah, go on then. Let's take that. Oh god, we're gonna go up and down to get to that. But there was a cave over We could get to... What if we... Can we get down? Get down to there? And then can we get to the cave? No. Or we just keep going up. Plan on using our tent. Maybe that would be more sensible. What is that symbol? I don't know. Let's go find out. Oh, death zone. Okay. The air is getting thin and your breath is heavy. You've entered the death zone. You pause for a moment to prepare for the difficult path towards the summit. Ascend as quickly as possible. For the next 8 hours, minus 35% energy cost on all terrain. Or take it slow. Next 24 hours, gain 1 oxygen per hour while moving. And the death zone effect is what? How fast are we losing it? Don't know, but I guess it helps. I think I'm gonna have to take it slow because my energy's almost out. So I'm gonna have to camp above the death zone. Maybe I should go back down. Let's try taking it slow. I've also got crampons, although... Well, yes, I just want to follow the ice, really. Weather tomorrow. Storm, oh dear. Oh no, well maybe I should eat some beans. Let's have some canned food. Okay, backpack. You find a backpack concealed under a thin layer of snow. Boot points lead away from the spot in a zigzag pattern and disappear behind a rock. Don't want to lose that much energy. I can afford to lose that much sanity, so we'll do that. You pull an empty brandy bottle out of the backpack, then another and another. There's nothing else in it. Disappointed, you fling the backpack away and continue on your journey. Okay, but brandy just gives XP, apparently. Fair enough, I will take it. Having said we're going to take it slow, are we going to rush for the summit? We are coming off the ice now though, so we're going to start using more energy. Too advanced for you? Okay. Thanks, have a good one. We could come over here. Actually, that's not a bad way to go. Crossing the ice, so our crampons give us some benefit there as well. And then we're fairly close to that ice as well. We can just keep going up. Let's do that. Oh, deep snow. Wide crevasses blocking your way. There was a snow bridge that you could use to cross it, but you are not certain that it's stable. Bad things happen either way. I don't want to spend that much time. Cross it. Cross the snow bridge safely. Wow, good God. Nothing good happened. Amazing. You were definitely dead there. Actually, hang on. Am I better going... grabbing this first? No, I've got to go there first anyway. You enter the cave. After just a few steps, you feel an icy wind on your face. Seems to be coming from inside the cave. I don't need to sleep, so let's follow the wind. Countless stalactites hang from the ceiling, blocking your path as you deftly search for gaps between the enormous rock formations. Looking beneath them, you suddenly hear a grinding noise. Just a moment later, you feel a sharp, pointed object boring into your shoulder. Lips pressed together in pain, you turn back. It's just not worth it. Injured. Damn it. Injured torso. -2 oxygen per hour when moving. That is not really what we want in the death zone. Do I want to lie down and sleep there? You know what? I've got loads of oxygen. We will be down 11 oxygen. I think that's fine. It does mean we're going to the top of the mountain in night in a storm. Do I have any warm gear? Oh, I've got my oxygen mask I was supposed to have swapped in. X out of that. You know what? We're going to leave. We're going to leave and we're going to gamble on, but we are going to... head up through the ice. Okay, that's not too bad. Shrine. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do as she suggests and regain health or warmth. Health then. Spiritual journey. A stranger is sitting motionless on a rock. His naked torso. He's at 6,500 meters. What is he doing naked? Adorned with a number of tattoos, strange patterns and symbols, like those mostly worn by the spiritual leaders of the local indigenous people. It is bitterly cold and you wonder whether the stranger has frozen to death. Indeed. The stranger opens his eyes and gives you a stern look. It looks like he's alive. Should I leave him some beans? That seems like a nice thing to do. That's my last can of beans. I'm not gonna be nice. Let's see whether he needs any help. I don't think he does. Stranger mutters a few words in a foreign language you don't understand, but by the sounds of it, he's not too happy about your attempt to make contact with him. And he jumps up and disappears behind a rock. Lose stamina but gain lose sanity but gain XP. That's fine. I will take that deal. Alright, we are very close. Can we get there? No, but we can eat beans. The beans may get us there. Not mad about going over those, though. It's also dodgy. We go this way. Because yeah, the path it plots for you, I think, is the shortest time path. Which is not necessarily... How do we get up there? At least it shows you, yeah, which way it could go. We want to go there, there. I guess if we've got to go on the stone, should we just go grab these things anyway? Sure. Oh, although it is nearly night. It is night. A shrine. Steps have been hewn into the stone, leading to a pedestal of sorts, some type of religious site or shrine, maybe. You're not a particularly spiritual person, but somehow this place feels holy. Pray for energy. Okay. Nice northern lights. So it's going to be a storm tomorrow, so we should definitely get up here before the storm comes. And we can, I think, just make that. We do it like that. Are we mostly back on rock now? Would we be better putting our boots back on? We would. Yeah, the body temperature is fine. So there is a lot of risky areas, but let's take a risk. Glacial Lake. A frozen mountain lake stretches out in front of you. You place one foot on the ice to test it. Seems sturdy to you. The path would lead straight across the lake if you don't want to lose any time. I don't... Oh. I don't mind. Not walking across the lake and taking longer than it'll be... Oh, well, it will be nearer to storm time, I suppose. Feels relatively bad. Go. Slowly you stride across the lake. It groans beneath your boots, crunches and creaks. Suddenly it cracks. The ice sheets break apart. You break into a run, hopping from floe to floe until you reach the shore and throw yourself onto solid ground. Okay, we got away with it. Do we still have... No, we don't have any more ropes. Okay. Are we better equipping... maybe? I don't know. That seems like a particularly high climb. But we did it. At the summit. Your heart feels light and full of joy as you stand on the summit, the hardship of the climb already forgotten. Savor the moment. It is yours and yours alone. What an adventure. What a view. Off in the distance you can see more mountains, higher even than the one you are standing on. And what's that? Something stands atop one of them, long and thin. In this distance it looks like an antenna. That can't be right. Or can it? You want to take a closer look. You aren't done exploring yet. First you have to get out of the death zone and find a safe place to take a break. Okay, so everything gets boosted, which is good. Then we need to get down there. Level up. Gain more energy, body temperature and oxygen when waking up. Significantly reduce energy cost in the death zone. And clear mind. Minus 10% energy cost in all terrain when sanity is above 60. It is still going to be stormy tomorrow, so I think the further we can make our energy last, the better. Still want to try and get down there quick. Okay. Can't even see any. Okay, let's go that way. Obviously not going to get all the way, but here. Walking right past it. Energy's getting low. We do have some beans. Okay. Energy is almost out. You discover the wreck of a plane crash. You could take the time to search it. Sure. Find some equipment. Insulated boots. Okay. Ooh, you have the room. Do not have the room. Let's drink some tea now. Feel like we wanna... Actually, we'll equip them now. Then I guess we had better pitch a tent for the first time. Because, oh no, we've got zoomed in again. Yeah, zoom out. I don't see any caves anywhere near here, so... We're safely to say, don't need to see that again. We sleep for a long time. It takes us till night. But I think we need to, given our energy's so low. These boots on, actually. Actually, I probably should have put those on while sleeping. Oh, it doesn't matter. Body temperature's at 100 anyway. What are these slots for here? Don't know. Okay, this is tough because it's really hard to see where we're going. Intentionally so. I believe, because we are in the middle of a storm. Okay, can we see that point on the mountain? I want to go like this way. God. There. Let's go to there. It's crossing an awful lot of dodgy terrain. Stuff down here. Hopefully it'll be a cave. Comet! Exhausted, you roll your head back. Gasp and your pupils dilate as a comet flies over you. Its bright tail stretching miles behind it. What a spectacle. Overwhelmed with emotion. Do any of those look like a cave? Yes, there's a cave way over there, which we can't get to. Archer's cave right there, which we can get to. Although we are also pretty close to here. Injured. A local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle. His face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand a word. Oh my god. I can't afford to do that. I don't need the oxygen. Let's continue. I don't have the space for it. We get, like, where is there relative to things? Okay, now let's just keep heading for the cave. Uh-oh. Boulders. You pick your way across some boulders on the edge of a precipice. You notice an indigenous man below you, waving his arms frantically. He is trying to tell you to hurry. Many of the rocks are loose and in danger of plummeting into the depths. Okay, trust the indigenous man. Go quick. You quickly hop from rock to rock to escape the danger zone. You suddenly hear a crash behind you. You glance over your shoulder to discover that a chunk of rock has plummeted from a height and smashed into the ground, mere feet from where the stranger is standing. That was close. Okay. Okay, you enter a cave. Let's lie down and sleep. The storm is over. It is merely a cold day. But that is fine because we can get here. No problem. Can we go grab this first? Oh no, it's a bit of backtracking. But let's not. And then we get below the death zone here. That's fine. Yeah, now we're actually gaining oxygen. Following the snow. Your boots crunch as you walk across a snowy plain. Suddenly the ground gives way beneath you. You sink up to your neck in snow and can hardly move. Again? We've got the energy. Do that. Your hands touch the edge of a rock. Will it hold your weight? You cling to it and pull yourself up with all your might. The stone immediately starts to crumble between your fingers wherever you heave your body up over the edge. Alright, the end or the beginning. A steep cliff rises in front of you. Can you find a place to rest here? A narrow canyon runs down the middle of the crag and then turns off to the side and your heart starts racing. A steel door is blocking your way. You approach the door, intending to examine it. Suddenly you hear grinding and squeaking. Shocked, you take a step back as the door slowly opens. Glaring light pours out and you hear the shrill sound of a siren. As if in a trance, you walk back towards the light, carefully placing one foot in front of the other. The world begins to swirl around you. Faster, faster. You feel dizzy. The siren is higher now, louder. You stumble, trying to grab onto something, anything, but there is nothing there. And you fall, forever. Okay, success! So, we get points in character proficiency, item proficiency, environment proficiency, terrain proficiency, event proficiency. So yeah, based on things that happen. Level ups gained, mission rewards, items used. Oh, we actually get points for items used as well. Okay, I guess that gives us a reason to use stuff even if we don't necessarily need it towards the end, maybe. Equipment that we found, I guess. Oh, unused consumables though. Ah, okay. So probably get more XP or items we don't use, I would guess. Hours walked at night. Hours walked in the death zone. Hours walked in bad weather. Hours climbed at night, climbed in the death zone, climbed in bad weather. Dangerous terrain crossed. Okay. So character proficiency gives us upgrade points for each of the 3 character classes. I believe there we were playing as the adventurer. And it gives us a reset point. Item proficiency gives us capacity plus 10. Not sure what that is. And we have unlocked the climbing axe, the hiking staff, and the flashlight. Okay. And then we don't get anything for any of these. Rotate around its own axis. Okay. Your eyes snap open. Where are you? What happened? Try to remember. Was that gate you walked through? Confused? Don't worry. That's normal if you're fully conscious when you go through the time loop. It must have something to do with the radiation. Time loop? Radiation? What is this person talking about? Who is she? Could you be hallucinating? Spot the glowing green amulet lying on the table in front of you. You're sure you've seen that stone before? Suddenly it all comes flooding back. The silent young woman who rescued you when you nearly fell into a fissure. Why didn't she tell you all this earlier? Would you believe me? Not at all, right? I needed you to come with me. It's important for you to see it with your own eyes and to actually experience it for yourself. I know how insane this all seems. The first things first. We're in a time loop. We're stuck on this island. I have an idea of how we might be able to escape. I just need to perform some calculations first. I've already thought of a way that you can help. As soon as you feel recovered, you should go out and try and find some information for me. Getting out there will also help you improve your skills and become more experienced. Take my amulet. Not only is it our only hope of reversing the time loop, it will also transport you back to the station when time gets reset. First thing to do is explore the area and familiarize yourself with the stone's power. I know I'm asking quite a lot, but there is no other way. You'll have to trust me. Okay, so what is here? Efficiency. Okay, so that's the stuff that we saw earlier, that we unlock. The XP we get for doing missions. Team upgrades. Okay, so we can get terrain knowledge. Reduce our energy cost on the different terrain types. Protection from terrain into eruption events. No idea how we get that. Environment knowledge. Event knowledge. Okay. Characters. So, okay, all these are locked. We've got 200 upgrade points to spend. Plus 15 maximum energy. Maximum oxygen, maximum body temperature. Along with, okay, plus 30, plus 60 max energy. Active skill, master climber, minus 20% energy cost on all terrain. Duration 3 hours, cooldown 24 hours. Okay, so that will be a new thing. Wonder if it's better. That's interesting. Could increase our maximum energy by 30. Or have a triggerable skill. Only lasts for 3 hours, that's not long. Sprint. Reduce time cost and additional body temperature gain when moving. Or gain 100% experience gain in events at night. Okay. These all have their own trees we can't see because they're locked. You can unlock them on a side mission. Okay. I think I mean, energy just seems to be everything. So I think I'm gonna unlock increased energy. Oxygen and body temperature were not a problem, but then that was the first mountain, so maybe it was going easy on us. But I still think more energy, the better. So I'm going to spend another 100 on that as well. And that's all our upgrade points we can spend. Inventory. This item has been unlocked. You can equip or pack it for 30 capacity. So, okay, so I guess that means this is equipment that we start each run with. We've got 60 capacity to spend, right, on taking equipment. Well, I guess the tent is good. Flashlight, light radius. Hiking staff. Decrease energy cost on flat terrain. Reduce time cost when climbing, 1 height difference. Moon herb. So we never used the moon herb. We never actually used an oxygen bottle. Safety rope. Ignores dangerous terrain for a limited time. Tea, canned food. So yeah, last time, what did we start with? We started with these 3 things, right? We better... Oof, we take the climbing axe, we can't take anything else. Is that worth... not sure. Not sure. It's inefficient to leave 5 points unused. It makes climbing cheaper, and we're doing climbing all the time. So let's try that. See how we go. What else have we got? Okay, so we can upgrade the powers of the scientist when we get the scientist and the journalist. Revive points used to revive characters who cannot start missions due to time loop sickness. Whatever that is. Reset points, so we can respec if we don't like how we've spent our upgrades. And that's our unused capacity, okay. Missions. Okay, Mountain 1. Already completed, so that's what we just did. This one here, side mission. Large mountain with moderate elevation, a great deal of dangerous terrain. Maybe that would affect what items we take with us. Scale the summit, then reach the goal. Find 3 temporal anomalies, then reach the goal. What this symbol here means. Find the scientist and take him to the station. Seems like that might unlock the scientist. Investigative journalism. Search for clues that will lead you to the journalist. Yeah, okay, this must be. Find 2 temporal anomalies and then reach the goal. That must be easier than that one, surely. Scale summit, then reach the goal. Okay. Well, that, I think, will be next.